Alrighty guys, shooting my very first video on my very first computer. Vriska vriska. This is gonna be like a life update sort of video. Well, is this a my computer is like a full blown like high end like gaming laptop. Something I want to do is do live streams, maybe like either on YouTube or Twitch. YouTube's probably better because there's like you could get shit from Twitch like really hard. Like Twitch will like ban you for like weird shit or yeah they'll just do really stupid shit. Whereas YouTube's a little more lenient, even though YouTube gets like a lot of it's like a lot of shit, which it does deserve. But it's like the service is way better on YouTube. But yeah, something about the thing about like my brain or people who have like a similar personality type to me or even people like sub personality types or a big problem of mine is like contemplation, like contemplating a shit ton of stuff, like the possibilities of everything. And this the ability to like contemplate or like think into the future or like put possibilities together in my head gives me a lot of like problem solving abilities that a lot of people don't have or a lot of people don't like attempt to use or whatever. And it lets me like solve problems in like different ways or come up with new stuff. This is very intriguing to a lot of people. People like just immediately like say, "Oh, it's because I don't understand what this is. This is just like pure until this is just intelligence. This is what it means to be intelligent. And surely you could do other things with that intelligence. Surely you can like shape your life up, shape other people's lives up. But that's not necessarily the case. It's just this is just like this is just what I do. This is just the like the how my like personality like represents itself. And the problem with this is that when you eternally contemplate everything, you get like you get like thrown into like a imagine like a dimension of garbage. Imagine a dimension of infinite possibilities, all of which are either dead or like dead ends, or like yeah they're either dead ends or they loop you back to the start. And so like this amazing contemplation ability that I have um causes me to like run through scenarios in my head repeatedly and shit. And so that makes it so that yes yeah so yeah I get like trapped in like cycles of thought. And so I found something of a remedy for this something to like combat this. Um and it's to like force yourself to like kind of make a decision, like just close off a bunch of paths. This is like, oh, what if I yeah, what about what about designing fucking like cyberpunk quills? It's like, no, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Or like what if oh, draw I should draw like comics someday. No, 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 fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. You have I have to force myself to choose one thing, because if I don't, because my mind is capable of because I'm able to see the beauty of all things, it's because I'm able to envision stuff into the future and blah 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 blah. This keeps me from making any decision at all, so I just stay in like one place. I see this with a lot of people, not just brilliant young minds like myself. Oh, but just like everyday people and shit. This happens too. They contemplate and contemplate. It's like you're surrounded by trash on all sides. You've you've buried yourself in like in an unimaginable hell of discontent. And the thing is, I'm never gonna be content because like my brain is like constantly tries to make like think of ways that things are better. Now this allows me to better myself and to gain skills, but like I'm probably not gonna like find the ideal perfect life. It's always going to be constantly changing, and I'm getting comfortable with that, right? I'm getting comfortable with being constantly uncomfortable. And like also I look like a psycho a lot of the times. I have like really weird electric looking body movements and like facial expressions. But it's like the more I try to like combat that or pay attention to it, the more weird I look. So I just have to accept that I'm a walking psycho. That's okay. Well, I mean it's not okay, but I'm okay with it not being okay if that makes sense. But like there's things I can do to like to make shit better. Like well, let's go. Well, with my body movements, I can like I don't know like practice certain poses. What it, what you talking about, man? You ain't cool like man. You need to drink some soda like a cool kid. Why you drinking water, bro? Put your Capri Sun down. We drinking soda, bro. I don't know. Fuck it. That's probably a mental dead end right there. But me, sometimes shit's not supposed to go anywhere. Um, but I've decided also to like there's like yeah certain people certain people like you know that are like fucking like psychos or whatever, or like they like you're around them and you get nothing from them. You kind of have to like you probably gotta walk away or whatever a lot. And that's okay. Your life is gonna your life is gonna be full of events that of things is like, no, you can fix it. No, it's like, nah, motherfucker, walk the fuck away. It's over. It's over. You're getting nothing, motherfucker. So I don't want anybody to just burn their bridges or whatever, because that's not healthy either. But yeah, just assess that, like, yeah, like, do the math really fast in your brain and be like, what's this gonna lead to? Is this gonna is this gonna be a worthwhile investment, or is this just gonna like burn my brain cells and ruin everything for me? It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you just gotta sometimes you just gotta move. Uh, what the fuck? Got a spam caller. Fuck off. Vrska. Vrska. Um. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I want to get a new webcam. This webcam is no good. Look at what is no good. That's what I'm saying. Um, I can get a webcam. I can get all kinds of like technology that I need really easily. I don't like really spend money on on many things, so that's not really an issue for me. Um, but yeah, I was trying to decide. Oh, what wallpaper do I want? Oh, I want a Halloween wallpaper. Oh, but that'll be too gloomy or out of place with stuff or blah 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 blah. Oh, but this is not really the right one. It's like so fuck it. I'm just gonna paint my walls white. I don't give a fuck. And then I'm gonna like hang LED lights on my walls. Oh, but that's like too hipstery. Everybody's doing that. I don't give a fuck. Boom, good decision, bam. Um, and like other stuff. Oh, I've got all these like I've got all this stuff in my room. Oh my god, all the emotional attachments I have to that. Boom, bye. Because yeah, these things that you have that I have like attachments to, like they keep me from making decision. If so, yeah, if I feel like oh I can't, I have a moral obligation to keep this shit. Is like fuck that. You need to like it needs to actually prove its worth to me. If I want something for like for good decorum or whatever, then I'll keep it. But if some shit's like taking up too much space, it's too inconvenient for all my other modes of transportation through my room, or if it doesn't really add anything, it just takes away. It's like, yeah, bye bye, beat it. Um, and this seems like kind of strange. I don't know if other people have this kind of like mindset as well, but it's like yeah, like to look at the stuff around you, I guess. Like none of the shit actually causes you happiness. You just imagine a world in which this thing will like complete you. This thing's gonna add to your personality. This thing's gonna be a representation of your identity, and it's not. These things are actually just like these things are holding you down. Um, Yeah, but yeah, don't go off and like burn your bridges. That's stupid. Probably like a part if you notice yourself burning like starting to like burn bridges or whatever, be like, okay, like I'm gonna cut off the burning bridges part. Unless of course you are around people who like psychologically like psychologically fuck with you, or they're just poisonous or whatever, then boom, bye. You don't need to have an obligation to your family. It's like, oh, they're related to me. It's like that doesn't really mean anything. Um, the reason why like families like stuck together in the past is because quite literally they were like the only kind of resource you would have. There wouldn't be like really too much a communication between the villages. So it's like whatever problems you got going on, even if your husband's beating the fuck out of you, you can't go anywhere. So it's just like in the past, it was just like anything bad happens, you just gonna have to take it. But now you can walk away. Now you don't need that. Now you don't need that shit. I mean, obviously, like, oh, your husband's beating you. Just walk away, dummy. No, that's not how it works. There's reasons why people can't just leave immediately. The people, there's are dependent on staying in really bad relationships, and that's why shit's horrible. Or maybe they don't, maybe like psychologically they don't know what to do with themselves, and so they have the yeah. So if somebody has like a lot of like roadblocks in the way of like their decision making, probably not so much their fault. It's kind of it's kind of the burden they have to carry. I mean, you can try to like you can if somebody's like literally getting beaten up or some shit like that. You can call protective services. You can call the husband police to beat the fuck out of that psycho motherfucker. Or if it's a psycho woman, you know, get like a birthday clown with a chainsaw. But you have a lot of energy. Yeah, yeah, Twitch streaming I think would be really cool. Yes, my only problem is I say a lot of cuss words. I don't know how many cuss words are allowed on Twitch. Can you say cunt? Can you say cunt on Twitch? Can you say shit, fucking cunt, cockadoodle, motherfucking bullshit? Can you say that on Twitch? I think you can say the fuck. I can think you say fuck on Twitch, fucking shit and damn. Definitely not the N word. Definitely not the FA word. I'm salty about that. The FA word is an awesome fucking cuss word. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. You don't know what you're missing out on. The I know people are like, oh, it's a gay slur. That's like, don't worry. I love all cuss words equally. No, look, okay, look, but no, it's when I'm thinking of the F slur, I'm not thinking of actual gay people. I'm not thinking of actual like gay people having sex. I mean, I'm thinking about that, but I'm not thinking that they're that word. I'm thinking that like somebody like a teacher gives you like homework on the weekends. They're one of those. They're the FA word. It rhymes with magnet or tragic. Um yeah. or a or like yeah, somebody who tells you to not say cuss words is probably that word. Somebody who probably tells you to take your hat off in public is that word. Somebody says you can't dress up as a cute anime girl in public is that word. um Gay people are not that word. Gay people are just gay people. They just do what they do. I don't know what to tell you about that. What's good? Oh snap, belly. I'm showing my belly. Oh, you can't show your belly to the people. They can't see that. They can't handle that. Yeah, I have a lot of weird mannerisms and thought patterns and speech patterns and blah 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 blah. The thing is, I can't really. There's stuff I can do to help that, but it's not really going anywhere as far as I can tell. I can only embrace the wackiness. It's kind of my cross to carry. Um, what else? Yeah, don't get caught in infinite loops of like contemplation. If you notice you're in one, just make a decision. Even if the shit decision's like, oh, I don't like what I have. I don't like what I have. I chose the wrong thing. I should have chose the other thing. Now shit's inconvenient. It's like if that's better than being in the internals, whatever like shitty decision you're left with, whatever shitty mistake you're left with, is better than being inside the eternal like wheel of contemplation. You have to be willing to like to fail. You have to be willing to fall on your ass and get like fucking humiliated and fucking inconvenienced because you made a dumb fucking decision. Be okay with being like to making dumb fucking decisions or doing the wrong thing, because if you're not well, then you're gonna drown. You're gonna drown in 20 million junkyards of dead ends and an overwhelming emptiness that you'll never be able to accomplish this or that or have this or that because one decision cancels out the other decision. It'll all just be like eternal hell. So, because guess what? Nothing's ever gonna be comfortable. Existence itself is an uncomfortable, painful, humiliating mockery. It's just you just gotta keep moving. There's nothing else. Um, but yeah. Oh, I want a podcast. I want my own podcast and like have like guests, have co-hosts and shit. That would be probably one of my dreams. Yeah, and have it on YouTube. As yeah, like yeah, stuff like I saw stuff like the Joe Rogan podcast. I like. Oh, Joe Rogan, he's like the Rick and Morty of blah blah blah. I don't know. His podcasts are good, except when he's retarded. When he's retarded, it's annoying. Or or when he doesn't like challenge the guest. When he doesn't challenge the guest, I guess that's actually like good interviewship, because then you can like he can kind of draw out what the person what the person believes without too much judgment. That way to get a good idea of them or whatever. So I guess like the stuff that's bad about Joe Rogan is actually like more so like neutral shit. But the Procrastinators podcast is good. Last podcast on the left can be good, but they beat around the bush way too much. Like it's like, oh, they're talking about serial killers, then they go off on a tangent about the fucking hot dog police or whatever the fuck. About some fucking bullshit. Sometimes it's good, but a lot of the times it ruins their podcast for me. Oh, who else is good podcasts? Deep Fat Fried has good podcast. The name's not good. It'll never be good. Fuck it. But the podcast is still good. They talk about like a bunch of topics and it's interesting. Or what else? Red Bar Radio is extremely fucking like uh. I haven't checked them out on YouTube, but their stuff's like extremely like abrasive and like offensive. Even for me, it's like, yeah, I can't listen to this for too long. I gotta walk the fuck away from this. It's like, bruh, this like is abrasive hatred towards everything. They're funny as fuck. Red Bar Radio is funny as fuck, but yeah, I think I'm not feeling that sometimes, or Opie and Anthony. I've listened to their podcast. I think they had more of a radio show though. Some of their stuff is good. Oh, Bill Burr is really good. There's some podcasts that are boring though, but it really depends a lot. Um, yeah, I like the idea of like doing a podcast. My thing was like maybe not so much news stories, but like yeah, like talking about like art and media and like philosophy and like politics and shit. Um, and maybe stupid shit like how many fucking M&M flavors there are. Look at these fucking the camera's making this look blue, like an indigo or blue, but this is in fact purple. This is very clear. This is very clearly like violet, like purple. Um, is yeah, I got all these M&M flavors. They had coffee flavored ones, but I ate them all. But it's good. But yeah, it's good. Yeah. Also, yeah. I want to dress up. I want to dress up more femininely. I've decided I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna go for it. Like my stubble's not so long right now. It's noticeable though. But yeah, boom, boom, gone. Um, and then I gotta shave my arms and legs. So using a razor for me is like a kind of a no-no. I mean, like I can do it, but it's like I I guess I have to do it more to not get cut, but it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth lathering that shit on or whatever, and then like shaving it, and then like risking like getting brush burn or like fucking razor shit or blah blah blah. So it's like I don't know, but I got to do something. And I've used an epilator, and that was extremely fucking painful. In fact, I mean, I used it a long while ago. And I still have like red marks and shit. Like you can still tell where it like went on there, and that was like, I mean, it's smooth right here, but that's because yeah, the hair got yanked the fuck out. And there's like a red mark here. I don't know what that's not a scab. That's like an open. I don't know if that's infected. It's not very noticeable, but it's a tiny little red dot. And it's like yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that again. I mean it worked, but at what cost? Like I have like run marks and shit. Um, and it hurt really fucking bad. So I think I'll just use electric trimmers. Just make it so that the hair can't be seen. I won't be silky smooth like the home girls, but I could shave, I guess, and maybe wax for the things that for the stuff I can't shave, or like you can trim my hair or whatever. But uh, fucking, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm not gonna wax my ball hair, my nut hair. Fuck that. That's retarded. Um, yeah, but yeah, the femboy identity resonates with me a lot, and I love dressing up in general. Love dressing up as different people. Of love like putting on different like personalities and like playing make believe and shit. That's interesting to me. Like modifying my voice, changing my voice is something that I enjoy doing. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good first video on my brand new computer. This shit's fucking awesome. The keys glow sometimes, like they glow the color red. But yeah, I'm gonna get other technology for it, and I'm gonna then maybe have drawing streams. That would be awesome. But yeah, in the future. But yeah, I'll see you guys.